Hi, my name is Zilla Zilkin. I go by Hannah. I'm the author of Blue Mountain Mist, and I am doing another entry today. And this entry is about the amount of energy that is spent on one female that is worth about 40 billion. Now, you would think that higher intelligence would just simply knock on the door and try to make some negotiations with her, but instead, to entertain a bunch of kids or certain countries. While Hannah was in a coma, they tore down the house and they actually made the house smaller so that the next door family can have a bigger, more comfortable house because Hannah is refusing to do things their way. Now, why is she refusing? She is refusing because no one ever had the respect to come ask her, even though she owns it. So, making Hannah a non Jew, this is the type of things you go through. Um, you deal with very, very high level spoiled men. And here's another example. So, I went, bought my favorite drink, which is Boodles gin, completely sealed, and then when you open it, it tastes like alcohol. So someone bought out the LCBO to change, which is just down the local street, to change all the alcoholic beverages to just basic alcohol. Now, what are they trying to tell me? They are trying to tell me that Boodles was made by Jews and I should follow them. It's funny because I'm the legal owner, and their answer is, well, we've burnt China and India so many times that we have a loyalty obligation to make them ahead of you. So there's some type of trail in legality. There is a problem with some of these things. They are not just hurting Hannah, they hurt our nation. So today, when she went to Yorkville and Yorkdale Mall, the amount of energy spent, again, they are billing Hannah for this. And Hannah hasn't done anything criminal. Hannah is just sitting there watching and studying them. But these are the things you go through when you are the $40 billion woman. Someone else might buy the LCBO one and put the drinks in as just plain alcohol. They might break into your home while you're in a coma and make it smaller so that the attached home next door is actually larger and more comfortable as a Jew who lives right next door and is doing spying of some type via the resident house. So these are the kind of childish behaviors I've had to deal with over and over again. Now, here's another thing that is interesting. So I went to Oshawa today, and in Oshawa, I made it clear certain things of legality. Now, Oshawa is right next to Markham, Ontario, but somehow the whole Oshawa has changed. The demographics of Oshawa. So these are the kind of challenges you run into as you increase in revenue. So there was other things. For example, I bought paint. What they're saying is Jews made paint. But if Jews just took $40 billion and didn't pay Hannah one single penny, then their thing is just stealing, so they absolutely serve no purpose. Do you understand? Because if they're doing it to the $40 billion female and they're actually telling me that Jews did Boodles, maybe they stole Boodles as well. That is the whole problem of this. But it's not because of that, it's because of the Alaskan levee break, and everybody has their hands out for money. So that is the issue. And there's very, very limited supplies. And my question to them is, well, if you have some type of listing, why didn't you give your money? Because I work very hard. They didn't have an answer for that. So to teach them a lesson, my lesson to them is I just stopped writing. And when I stopped writing, it became, and probably another cluster in cluster three, where their bells and whistles and blowjobs are now stranded as pieces of tits hanging. So that is what ended up happening. And this is where we are right now. So I just need a real glass of boodles, some popcorn, and probably a cigarette to sit and watch the entertainment to about to begin. You would think that after all the Bells and Julianas and all that exposed, they would leave Canada and go back to their merry holes somewhere in the Yankeeville or in the Netherlands somewhere. But no, they're still up my ass as a prophet, and this is the kind of challenges you run into when you are the $40 billion woman. So they completely disregarded legality, everything like that. Just know that if you make a little bit of money, you're going to have to be put on some bizarre type of invisible list of whatever they feel, and then that will be the end of the real story. So that is where we are today. And God forbid you make any money, they might just buy out the LCBO. And, just as you're about to enjoy a drink, it tastes like plain alcohol. I'm talking rubbing alcohol. So that is where we are today. Thank you and have another good day.